Hi everyone, just thought I'd talk about the Boxee Box in comparison with a PS3. I just picked this up last week, actually on the first day that it launched, and I was really excited about having a media streamer. But I did pick it up. I've had it for about maybe 5 days now, so I've had time to go through it. It's got the latest firmware on it, and I guess bottom line for me is that you'll notice that the Boxee Box is yellow right here, and that's because I've reset it to factory defaults, and I'll be returning it today. It just doesn't work for me that well. Number of problems I have with it is that I guess the primary reason is the software itself isn't that great. It's crashed on me a number of times, even with the 1.0 firmware. It doesn't access my network resources, as well as my PS3, for example. A lot of the internet video websites that this thing accesses, it's either not accessible in Canada or there's huge problems with it. It won't load properly, or the video won't play, and you'll just get audio. And there's little issues like that that really irritate me. The interface itself is very sluggish and slow. I find, especially compared to something like a PS3, or even if you have a home theater PC, that would be much more. It'll be much more responsive than what you're getting here. I do like the remote though. It's very clever in their design in that you've got a very basic layout here, and on the back it's got the keypad. The only problem is that the buttons are very not responsive. They're not clicky. They're somewhat mushy feeling. And the same goes for the keyboard as well. And of course the keyboard isn't, it's not backlit, so it's basically useless in the dark. And so you go back to using the on-screen keyboard. And I guess my last issue with the Boxee Box is that for $200, you're getting a very basic system. It's basically, in terms of processors, it's basically a netbook. You're not getting any storage with it. You're not getting any optical drives. Very limited memory. Now, having said that, this thing will play back 1080p, 60 frames per second, and it will play back any codec that you throw at it, basically, which is part of the reason why I did pick it up. But at the same time, because it doesn't have any onboard storage, it creates a number of problems. For example, anything that you access from the internet, like subtitles, thumbnails, and anything like that, it pulls it directly from the internet, and it really slows down their interaction process. Now, the other thing is that for about $100 more, you can get a PS3, which comes with a Blu-ray drive, and you can play Blu-rays with it. And there's a 160 gig hard drive in it. And so that alone is worth more than $100, I think. And with the PS3, of course, you can, there's Netflix on it, there's Hulu, there's the PSN network, so you can download and buy movies as well. You've got Blu-ray, you've got, I find that the network streaming for the PS3, it's much more. I'm not sure what happened, but I couldn't access my my files from the Boxee Box. It kept bringing up a lot of errors with that, and so the PS3 is much smoother in that respect. And so I guess overall, it's a thumbs down for me. I'm just going to pack it up right now. I've just reset it to factory default, and it's going back. At this point, I don't think it's worth it. I think for maybe 100. 150, that would be a better deal. And if they improve the the software that's on it as well, then that may be a better purchase. And I may in the future I may pick this up again. So who knows? So I guess that's my mini review for today. And so it's going to go back right now.